beyond boundaries on camera with another man. And I am that porn star. I had gotten a call from a pimp who was offering me 25 lakhs to go to a certain XYZ. Oh, we've caught her doing a porn film. Yes, of course, Mink would have done it. You are trying to tell me I am a prostitute. I am not an American porn star. Even if it would be with Brad Pitt, I would not do a porn. Pretending to make love to him. In a porn movie, things happen. They actually happen. See, I'm not trying to sound like Sita, because I am not. Hi, this is Mink and you're watching me on BollywoodHungama.com.
We have with us Mink once again, and she has a few clarifications to make with regards to certain controversies that have been doing the rounds in Mumbai tabloids. Wonderful to have you back on Bollywood Hungama, first of all.
Thank you.
Okay, to apprise you guys of the controversy, there is this news item that has come in a Mumbai tabloid that says that Mink has participated in a movie called Desert Queen, which is apparently a B-grade Hollywood film, and she's having a sleazy role in the film. First of all, what is your reaction? How do you react to this story?
I think for the first time in my entire career, I actually got upset. I got so upset that I cried after reading the story. I think it all just came together because I was alone in the house. My family's gone on vacation. I had to stay back because of work. The entire writing of the article and each word, and you know, it's written B-grade sleazy film. But when I got the call from the journalist, he very openly asked me that, have you acted in an American porn filming?
Who's the journalist?
I don't want to get into that. I mean, first of all, you are putting a very, very strong allegation on me. Being a porn star is not a very, very small thing. What you're basically trying to tell me is that I am a girl who's acted out scenes and done things beyond boundaries on camera with another man. And I am that porn star, apparently, according to that, report. I think that in itself is very hurting. Secondly, the article rounds up with a controversy that I was involved in a couple of months back, which happened to be the Pym Story, where a pimp calls me. And you very shamelessly go ahead and write that I agreed to have coffee with a businessman who offered me the money. Now I want to know, besides me and the so-called pimp, no one else heard the conversation. I, Mink, am the one who came out with the story. If I was open enough and bold enough to tell the world that I had gotten a call from a pimp who was offering me 25 lakhs to go to a certain XYZ, would I not be foolish to tell them, but yeah, I was thinking to have coffee with them?
That story says 15 lakh.
Yeah, 10 lakh rate bhi kam kar diya. He's come down with the rate. Well, originally it was 25 lakhs. But whatsoever, I really don't care, because everything is wrong in that article. Even the 15 lakhs thing, it doesn't matter what it is. The fact that I was in America while I got the call, nobody knows, nobody has still till today the number of that particular pimp, so they don't even have his version. No one heard the conversation, so who the hell knows that I wanted to have coffee with him?
Okay, we'll come to the Pym story, I think, later, because I think that's already done with. But talking about this supposed film that you've done, Desert Queen, there's also a poster doing the rounds, and there's supposedly a producer called Michael Lucas,
yes,
and there's a director called Henry Pechand. How do you explain that? How do you explain the poster and your photograph is there over there as well?
First I thought that it's just a joke. I'm a very laid-back person in life. I tend to take a lot of things very lightly. You get calls, controversy, ho rahi hai, ye ho raha hai, wo ho raha hai. I dismiss a lot of things by just saying, no, it's not me, I've not done it, this is not true. I was taken aback when I got the email of that poster, because it's me on a poster. What didn't shock me was that I'm on the poster, but what shocked me more is that there was somebody who actually had the time to create something like this. A lot of people are asking me, who do you think it is? Now, it could be a college student who's very tech savvy, who has nothing else to do but create things like this. But whosoever it is, I must say, he's done his homework well, because the names that you just mentioned are real makers.
You've met them?
No, I have not met them. If I would have met them, I would have maybe even worked with them. No? Are you coming to that?
Because the story says that when a journalist approached you, your reaction was that has the poster of Desert Queen come out? That's what your reaction, that's what he says. He has quoted you as that.
He told me there's a poster. I said, what poster? He says there's a poster in front of me in Mink and you are on it. I asked him, I said, are you sure? See, a lot of times what happens is you look like somebody or somebody looks like you and then they might say. So mere mind mein it came. Thought of that fact. I said, maybe there's a girl who looks like me and oh, India got hold of a poster from abroad and they'll be like very super excited about it. He very clearly asked me, have you done a film like this? I said, no. I've never heard of Desert Queen.
Did you say that has the poster of Desert Queen come out?
No. I didn't ask him. My question was not, did the poster of Desert Queen come out?
Because that's what is written in the story.
I'm telling you that everything is in the story is written very wrongly.
You were misquoted. You did not say.
I did not say, did the poster of Desert Queen come out? He told me there's a poster of you. And I said, maybe it's not me. Again, I took it lightly, saying, maybe it's not me, maybe it's a girl. Are you sure? He said, it's you, Mink. That's when he said, I'm going to mail it to you. I said, fine, I'll have a word with you after I see it. But the mail never came. But the article came before I got the mail. So when I saw that thing, I was like, you know, it's me, fine, it's a picture of mine. It was an old picture of mine, honestly speaking. It was not even one of my latest photographs. It didn't look like a poster to me in the particular article. But afterwards, I got a mail. I started asking questions, why this, why that, why this? Why can you, on the base of a picture like this? Somebody, upar naam likhe hue hain, and this doesn't even look like a poster to me. My question was, why on this base would you come out with a story like this and degrade me in such a way?
So who emailed you the pictures? The journalist or someone else?
Yes, that particular journalist.
And apparently I read one more story where you have said that you were told that there's one more very sleazy picture of yours from that particular film.
Yeah.
And they'll email you, but apparently that email never came?
It never came. They are saying that there are 2-3 different versions of the poster. I have 2 different versions of the poster with me. I've seen them. Yeah. They are on the net now, I guess, and other people have them as well. There's some journalists who have them. They got hold of it as well, of course. You know, my question is, fine, you get hold of a poster. If it's your job to be a journalist, the first thing is you'll pick up the phone and ask the person. You presume that the person is lying because you've been caught doing something really not very nice maybe. But then isn't it your job to maybe call the director's name that's written on there, maybe call the producer and ask them that has an actress called Mink from India acted in your movie? Wouldn't that be more appropriate?
Okay, and apart from that, it said that the story says that it was shot in Los Angeles, and while the journalist spoke to you, you were apparently in America. Is it true?
No, I was not in America. I was planning to do a lot of trips this year. None of my trips worked out. My family from Germany had just come down and they're here in India since the last 2 months. So I wanted to take them to Bangkok, I wanted to take them to Dubai, to various places. Nothing worked out. I have shown my passport to various journalists who had come over to my house yesterday. Okay. The last foreign trip that I did was Argentina for my show called Zor Ka Jhatka. And ever since then, I have not left the country. Since when
have you not been to USA?
To America, I think it's over 6 to 7 years. I've not been to America. I have shot for one of my movies called Chalo Ishq Ladai with Govinda in America.
And one has to presume that you did act in this film. It must have happened 6-7 years back, according to the journalist. That's what they're trying to say?
No, they never said that it happened 6-7 years back, Mink. They're trying to say that it happened right now, and that the trip that I went out for was because I maybe shot for this photo shoot or maybe shot for something or the other. But the truth is I've never gone to America for a very, very long time. I was very much present here when they were assuming that I am in America.
Now coming to the Pym story, that is I think the caveat which comes at the later part of this story that came out in the Mumbai tabloid, and it tries to insinuate as if that these kind of things have happened in the past as well, and maybe it's like a character assassination kind of thing. Do you feel that is the attempt?
Of course, I feel it's a slap on my face. You could not slap me harder on my face than what you did with this article. The way I presume this person's brain worked was, oh, we've caught her doing a porn film. Yes, of course, Mink would have done it because sometime back when she got an offer, Shita was ready to go. I mean, how dare you? You are trying to tell me, I mean, fine, it's your job to create some sort of journalism that is maybe a bit on the meaner side or maybe a bit more controversial because this is what sells today, and I do understand that.
Sure.
But you can't hit below the belt. You know, forget everything else. I am a girl. I am a girl who's working in Bollywood, and I have a family. I have a mother and a brother, and I think it is very, very shameful for me to read this article out to them and say, this, Mama, this is what they're saying about me. Basically, you are trying to tell me that I can't even say that word, but what are you trying to tell me? You are trying to tell me I am a prostitute. And I am not going to sit down and take it lightly. If you catch me, okay, fine, Mink is caught with this guy, Mink is having dinner with this guy, Mink is doing this. You caught me, you have proof. But over here, you're assuming things that are not even right. It's just a friction of somebody's imagination who made these posters. You tell me these posters are all over in LA. I don't know if they are. Who do I send there now to find out? There is a question going around. Are you trying to find out who did this? I am a very simple girl who's come from Germany. I've started working here and I have a very comfortable life. I am not a politician or a very powerful superstar who will make one phone call and I will have 10 people running for me saying, oh, Mick, we found this out and we found this out. Nobody is doing this for me. I am on my own and I don't have the power to find out the sources where this thing started from. I don't even know whether it's created here in India or it's actually created out there in America. I have no idea. But the problem is, and the truth is, it happened to me, but it happened in the most tasteless manner and I am very, very upset because of that.
There's a perception that if at all you're very hurt and you are very upset about the whole thing and you have a solid case, maybe you should be taking a legal action against the tabloid.
Yes, there will be legal actions taken, but I will not speak about it. I think it's better that my lawyer...
You planning that?
There is something on the plannings happening, yes, of course.
As an actress, you've been working in Bollywood for quite some time. You have, some would say, that glamorous image. We've seen your photo shoots and your pictures and all that as well. Will you say that it's maybe side effects, it has its loopholes, it has its pitfalls as well, being an actress in Bollywood, that people tend to, at times, what they see, they tend to perceive as the actual person as well? If
you would have asked me this question 5 years back, I would have said, yes, this might be the case. But seriously speaking, in today's time where Malika Sherawat has crossed all boundaries, where Murder 2 has a love-making scene after every 10 minutes. You know, times have changed in Bollywood, and if you start labelizing every actress just because she's wearing a bikini or she's looking hot, then where do we go? Then everybody in Bollywood is a prostitute and everybody is from bad families and everybody has a bad reputation. I mean, I find this utterly rubbish. We are artists who get paid to do something on screen. Right. And I think if it's done and executed in a very beautiful manner. What's her name in Murder 2?
Jacqueline Fernandez.
I think she looked awesome. She looked fantastic. I have never really liked her much in her earlier films. But I saw the movie. They've gone to the extent of opening her shorts zip as well. I mean, Imran opens her zip in one shot and it's very evident, okay, this is what they're doing, this is what they're doing. They're kissing in every second scene. But honestly speaking, it's shot in such a beautiful manner. And the film is a super duper hit. It's Imran's biggest hit in his career. So I don't think there's something wrong with that. It's wrong in those people's heads who are perverts, who still are stuck in that same rut, who beat up their wives when they're in the house. I would call it the frustrated race who come out with stuff like this.
So you still mean to say that you'll still go ahead and do what you feel like and you won't be just cowed down by anything of this sort?
Yes, I am a gold medalist in swimming and I have not won my gold medalist wearing a burqa. I was wearing a two-piece bikini the day I won it. And I'm going to continue doing that. Well, if people think that, oh, Mink is going to sit in the house now and start crying for the rest of her life because this came out, no. I have come out now and I'm sitting in front of you to tell you and tell everyone else the truth. I am not an American porn star. If you would like to ask me the question that would you accept an offer like this if it would come my way? Even if it would be with Brad Pitt, I would not do a porn.
What is the limit that you put? If a producer approaches you and वो बोलते हैं आपसे कि साहब this is the story that I'm having. It's an A-list star cast and maybe say in Bollywood as well. And this is what you're expected to do. Like say what a Jacqueline Fernandez did in a Murder 2. Are you comfortable doing that?
Of course. If I have a director like this, if I have a production house that would shoot it the way they did, I don't have a problem with that.
Where is it that you'll put a limit that this is something that I'm not comfortable doing?
I think with shedding your entire clothes is where you would put the limit.
Are they insinuating that this is what has happened in Desert Queen?
When you talk about porn, then you know what happens in a porn movie. And that is what is making me more angry. Because over there, you're not just talking about smooching a guy and pretending to make love to him. In a porn movie, things happen. They actually happen. So I think it's a very, very big insult by you or someone else telling me that I'm a porn star.
No, I'm not saying that.
Exactly. You better not.
What kind of reactions have you got from within the industry? Who have been your friends and all?
I am very, very blessed. People have seen me growing up in the industry. And I must say that every journalist, everybody who's come to interview me, and even those who could not come to interview me, have called me and have told me that, Mink, we know you. And we know you have your boundaries and your limitations. We know that you can't do this. I am one of the most outspoken girls here. Outspoken in the sense I am very real. I don't pretend. I don't do natak. And I don't act until and unless I'm in front of the camera. They know that, besides being all these things, I'm also from a very, very respectable family. I've never taken a step in my life without telling my mom or asking her for permission. And everybody who knows me knows this. So they know that yes, Mink cannot do certain things. How can she do this? And I am very, very glad, I'm very, very touched by the support that I got from everyone.
I believe you're not in a relationship as of now. But do you feel at times, is there somewhere in your mind tomorrow, like say if you fall in love with a man and all, and will this thing be an aberration in some way or the other, or you don't want such a man in the first place?
No. Yeah, first of all, if a man has a problem like this, I'll kick his butt myself and tell him to take a flying. I think if I get into a relationship, the guy is obviously going to be pretty close to me. And I will share the details with him, and he needs to believe me. And he will believe me. See, the truth is, I have not done a movie called Desert Queen. If I have done it, it will come out tomorrow. The entire world is not going to be able to hide it, because there will be a CD and there will be a movie. Even if it releases in the cheesiest corner of the world, the CD will come out. But the truth is that I have not acted in a movie called Desert Queen or any other Hollywood film.
And apparently I think there's nothing on YouTube either.
No, there's nothing. Yeah. There's nothing. So I'm very clear. I'm very clean right now. I have no worries about this. The only worry I have is for that few percentage of people who picked up that paper and read it. And for those few who do not know me, and for them to believe. That is something that's killing me inside. I've been very prim and proper all my life. I do not want them to think wrong about me. If I am caught red-handed doing something, I'll see that day कि क्या होता है. If you ever catch me with a guy, catch me doing this, catch me doing that, jumping off a cliff and acting like a crazy chick, that day when that happens, I will see how I react to it, because that's something that would have really happened. That
was Mink. She has just clarified on the entire controversy that is doing the rounds, and how things have been maybe wrongly just stated within the media, and how she has just clarified almost everything that was there, and we've been very direct on her, and she has answered all the questions, I think, in a very, very convincing manner as well. Thank you very much, Mink. Lovely to have you, and we really hope that next time we meet because of your movie that is coming up. and
not for a controversy.
And not for a controversy, and we really hope that this thing gets sorted out, and we really hope that if you're taking some legal action, it goes through and it reaches its logical conclusion. And all the best, that you just have all the strength to just go ahead with it.
Thank you so much. And I would also like to say, if next time happens to be not because of a movie and because of a controversy, this particular gentleman is going to bring a small trophy for me and make me the queen of controversies. Paka? Deal.
That's all we have from Bollywood Hungama. Keep on watching.